Hi Taurus, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love life or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Taurians, it's quite a phenomenal month, and you have had the mad scientist of astrology, Uranus, in your own house since the last 1 year, and he's going to be there till about 2026. So it's going to be quite a roller coaster, and you are being urged to tighten your cosmic seatbelts. Now, Uranus in your own house has come and it has disrupted the way that you think. It has changed some very old and deeply held belief system that you may have had. Uranus, while it also brings about a lot of chaos, it also tends to bring about a lot of creativity, depending, of course, how willing are you to adapt to the constant change that Uranus brings about. It could shake your notions about how important money is, how you view your self-worth, what is beautiful, what is not beautiful, and just how you would be perceiving life, and even your own opinion about yourself and how it is that the world views you. You will find, and you may be discovering this since the last year, and in the next 6 years, you will find that you are no longer the silent spectator, or you're no longer the silent bull in the china shop. You are going to be, and some of you would have started getting far more vocal about things that bother you, things that you are no longer to sort of be a mute spectator. Your likes and dislikes are going to be extremely defined. We have a full moon when we are opening up the month, and it is there in your house of behind the scenes. This is the house where we go and recuperate our emotional batteries, and it is joining Mars over here, which is retrograde till about 13th of November. Now, it's a deeply spiritual house, and full moon being over here, it's bringing about a lot of clarity on your own spiritual path ahead, and it is also enabling you to clear through your own thought process and take a very specific and a clear action. It often brings about things that could have kept out, hidden from you. This is the time that you will discover some truths that you were not aware about. And this house also is the house of our subconscious mind. It's our past, our memories, our patterns and beliefs. And full moon over here, it's a great time to be seeking therapy. If you feel you need to be speaking with somebody, that you need to be, you need to be letting go of some really deep-seated patterns. Could be something stemming from your childhood. It's a wonderful time to be doing so, and it's a good time to be healing, Taurians. On the 3rd of the month, we have Venus that is there in your house of love, romance, creativity, and children, and it's lovely because this is the house of Venus, and she is also one of your ruling planets. It's a great time to be dating someone new. It's a great time to be launching a creative project. For those of you who may have just written a piece of music or a book, or you could just be, you may have just started your new blog. This is a great time to be publishing it, to be getting some attention onto it. You could be feeling a lot more romantic during this time, Taurians. You're going to be letting your inner child, and I think for a lot of you, you will be attracting new attention towards your sign. You could be finding people who find you really charismatic and they want to be with you. And it is also possible that you could meet someone through maybe this specific hobby. Maybe the other person is a writer or a blogger as well. Venus will also bring about a softness, especially as far as older children are concerned. If there has been a strained relationship, you will find that it's easier to reach out to your children and to connect with them. On the 4th, we have our lovely Mercury, and yes, she's going retrograde again, and she's going retrograde in a part of your business relationships and personal relationships as well. And Mercury retrograde drill is the same. You must remember to back up all your anything that has to do with your computers, your hard drives. You must remember not to buy something really expensive during this time, not a heavy ticket item. So the interesting thing is, it's not as though the sky will fall on your head should you go ahead and buy something during this time. It's just that you'll end up going back to the store, or you maybe ask for a refund. Maybe this is not the right time. Maybe there is some information that is not available to you right now regarding a certain purchase that you want to make. Not a great time to be signing documents or to be starting a new job. It is, however, a wonderful time to be going back and re-looking at things which, especially if you're starting a collaboration with somebody, it's a good time to be checking as to, whether all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. And this is also a time wherein that if something has stayed unspoken during this transit, you'll find that specific thing gets a voice. You may also find specifically in your marriage or in your love relationship that certain old issues have cropped up again, that you are sort of flogging the dead horse, or maybe you thought that the dead horse was dead, but it is not dead. And it's traditionally astrologers normally recommend not to get married during this time, and I think in any case during the pandemic time it is going to be tough, but it's not the best of the times during a retrograde to be getting married. And remember to read the small print if you must sign a contract during the retrograde. On the 16th, we have a new moon that is there in your house of day-to-day chores, and this is also the house of your work, and it brings in a time of new diet regimes, healthy routines, satisfying work schedules, and all of these things can be initiated during this time. It's a great time to be taking care of your business, handling details, increasing your efficiency by reorganizing, or simply by working with a lot of energy and enthusiasm at tasks that that could help you get sort of caught up at work. It's a great time to be doing any analysis of this of any sort, and critical thinking could be at its peak for you. It's a period which is marked by a desire to sort things out, but also to be very useful. On the 23rd, we have Sun that joins Mercury in the house of relationships. So a lot of conversations regarding partnerships, regarding your marriage, and Sun is going to be bringing about clarity as to where exactly you want the relationship to go, where it is that you want this business venture to go, how it is that you see this partnership. And Sun will give you that courage to be speaking your truth. For some of you, it does seem that you're getting serious about a certain relationship, and you're sort of, almost jumping over the fence and taking a decision and saying, yeah, this is what I want. So I think for some of you, you will go ahead and you will commit. On the 31st, we have a full moon that is joining Uranus, that is there in your own house and your own sign for quite a number of years. It's there till 2026, and I think Uranus it transits after every 84 years, and then it stays on till about 7 years. I think it just ensures that it's taken such a long time to come. So might as well stay there and teach the lessons properly. And once in our lifetime, we do tend to experience the Uranus transit. I think the biggest one with which I see the planets being mimicking right now was during the Great Depression. That's the time when Uranus was similarly aligned. It was in Taurus during that time as well. And that's the time when the government, you had these policies that came out for social security and some job employment things, some programs were taken out to help the economy. For you, because it is in your house of self, it can be that some of you may just make some very drastic changes to your appearances. How it is that you look, maybe if you've been overweight, you'll just be on this mission, obsession to be really slim and really fit and be very, very healthy. You'll start being very careful about what is written behind the packaged products. You'll be moving towards more organic way of consuming food. You change your appearance drastically, and for a lot of you, like even the products that you buy, everything will be looked upon as a sense of consequence, something which maybe you have not sort of thought about earlier. This is also a time where you could be slightly unsure of yourself as far as your own sense of self is concerned, because you hold money and material possessions in a lot of higher regard. And when Uranus comes into your own house of self, you could be sitting and questioning everything. How important is money to me? How important are the material assets as well as the emotional assets? So there's going to be a lot of a pro and a con that is going to be taking place. So it's going to be quite a wild ride, Taurans, for the next couple of years. And enjoy it and learn all that there is to learn. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Taurans. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.